Hello, welcome to my kit videos. Today I'm going to show you how to wire and program the SHT2000 temperature controller. Okay, so I'm going to be needing a few things. Okay, my tester as usual. Today I'm going to be showing something new. Okay, this is a wire connector, so simple and very useful. Okay, I have my cables. Now I'm going to be using this light, LED light, as my heater. Okay, I'm going to be using it as my heater. I have this heater, but when it comes on, you are not going to see it unless you touch and feel, and then it's hot. Okay, so I'm going to be using the light instead as my heater, so that when the light comes on, you know the heater is on. When the light goes off, you know the heater is off. Now I'm going to be using this as my humidifier. Okay, I have humidifiers, but I'm going to use this so that when you see the motor turning, okay, then it tells you your humidifier is on. All right, but I'm going to show you the various heaters I have. This 100 watt heater, this 200 watts. I have humidifier, okay, this type, which is 200 watts. I have the ultrasonic type, okay, and then I have the donut type. All right, so check out my other videos, and if you want the links to where to buy this, if you are on Amazon, you can buy this. We have an outlet on Amazon. You can check down the link below, and you know where to buy the exact same thing. All right, there are various brands, various types. I've sold over 200 pieces. I know which one is good, which one is not, so I'm leaving the links down below. Okay, if you need some, just click and then it will take you right where you can pay. All right, so you can buy from US, England, all around, wherever you are, it can be delivered to you. Okay, so without talking much, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting my SHT2000, and be careful not to cut the wire. Okay, so when you buy it from us or from wherever I'm going to link you to, this is how it comes. Okay, and you have your sensor. This is how the sensor looks like. Okay, it comes with 4 cables, unlike the other ones that come with 2 cables. Okay, yeah, and then you can take this cover off. So what you do is you press and then press this other side, and then it's out. Okay, now take note, we have 10 ports. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so the 3 4 5 6 are for the sensor. Okay, move back a bit. Are for the sensor. All right, then the other ones are for the power and humidifier, and then the heater. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to take my red cable as my live, and then my white as my neutral. Okay, so okay, so still on my red cable, I'm going to connect it to number 2. Okay, so here I have it. Okay, can you see that? All right, so this one is going to number 2, so I'm going to unscrew. Push in, okay, so there we have it, and then I'm going to join another short wire Now this is going to number 7. Okay, number 7. So from number 7, this is going to number 9. Okay, so for the first part, we have this coming from the life of our socket all the way to number 2. Then we have from number 2 to number 7. Then from number 7 to number 9. Okay, all right. So now let's see how we are going to connect the neutral. Okay, this is a neutral wire. So here I have the neutral wire. I'm going to put it to number 1. Okay. And then now I'm going to connect my heater. So now I'm going to connect my heater. Okay, so my heater comes with 2 wires. Okay, I'm going to connect one wire to number 10. Okay, heating to number 10. So then the neutral from my heater is going to join number 1. Okay, number 1, but I'm not going to put it into number 1. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel off. Yeah, I'm going to peel off like this. Okay, and then I connect this to this. I hope it's clear. All right, so continuing, I'm going to connect this as my humidifier. All right, so I'm going to use this. Okay, so I'm going to connect this, just an extension. It's just an extension. Right, so now I have to connect my humidifier. This is going to number 8. And then this, the second one, is going to join number 1. All right, but I'm not going to put it in number 1. I'm going to join it to this. Okay, so there you have it. We have our neutral wire, neutral coming from the heater, neutral coming from the humidifier, and then we have the humidifier connected to number 8, the heater connected to number 10. Then we have the live wire coming to number 2, from number 2 linking to number 7, from number 7 linking to number 9. All right, So we are going to power this up, and then before that, let me connect the sensor. All right, so the sensor number 3 is blue, so I'm going to take my blue wire. Number 4 is yellow, so I'm going to take my yellow wire. Now number 5 is green, so I'm going to put my lastly, the number 6 is red. Okay, so at this point I'm going to pause, and then you subscribe. You hit the subscription button. All right, if you haven't subscribed, you are new to this channel. Every week I release a video, so you don't miss it. In order not to miss it, just subscribe and turn the notification bell on. All right. So I'm going to tape this up where we have the junction of wires, and tape them up. So now I have my live and neutral. Okay, so lastly I'm going to cover up. Okay, so there you have it, very nicely done. So now I'm going to power it up, then we see how to set it. Okay, so I'm going to power it up now. So as I said, the red cable is live. All right, so I'm going to connect. This is my live. Okay, so I'm going to put it into live, and then this is neutral. Okay, so I'm going to put it into neutral. All right, so as you can see, I have here my 220 volts heater. All right, then I have my humidifier. Okay, humidifier. Okay, so let's say I want to keep a temperature between 37.5 and then 37.8. I like to use this for my incubators. Then let's say I want 50% to 65%. All right, this is how I'm going to set it. We have 4 buttons. All right, I'm going to use the 2 buttons to set the temperature. I'm going to use the lower 2 buttons. I'm going to use the lower 2 buttons to set the humidity. Okay, so I'm going to hold this button. Okay, so I'm going to hold this button for 3 seconds, and then when it starts blinking, I'm going to set it to 37.5. Okay, so I'm holding. You see it's blinking, so I'm going to increase it. You can increase to 37.5, or you can decrease. Okay, so make sure you are setting it whilst it's blinking. All right, 37.5. So I want to check if it's really set to 37.5. So you just press it once. You see 37.5. all right, I'm going to set the 37.8. okay, so what I'll do is I'll press and hold the arrow pointing down. I'll press and hold, then I'll adjust it to 37.8. all right, then you leave it, it will stop blinking. So if you want to check if what you did was correct, you just press it once and then you can see 37.8. all right, so we are done with setting the temperature. Now let's see how we set for the humidity. I'm going to use the arrow pointing up, all right, arrow pointing up to set the 50. So I'm going to hold and press the up button, and then I'm going to adjust it. Whilst it's blinking, I'm going to adjust it to 50. Then leave it, it will stop blinking. Now to set the 65, I'm going to press the arrow pointing down, press and hold. Whilst it's blinking, you adjust it to 65.0. Then leave it. Before we go ahead to test the thermostat, I want to talk about calibration. Okay, so you can check out my other videos. This is similar to the SHT2000. Okay, it's the same calibration method. All right, so in this case, let's say you realize your temperature is reading 2 degrees higher than normal. Okay, so you want to reduce it by 2 degrees. What you do is the arrows pointing up, the 2 arrows at the top, you are going to press them all together. All right, so I'm going to press them all together and I'm going to hold it, so all the 2 together. All right, so I'm going to press and hold, you see. All right, and then I'll reduce it by 2 degrees. Now see, so initially it was reading 30 something, 32 point something, or yeah, and then if you do the deduction, you are going to get 29 point something. So the same way for the humidity. Let's say my humidity is reading 10 degrees lower than normal. Okay, so I want to add 10 degrees to this. All right, so what I'll do is I'll press the 2 buttons together, and then I want to add 10 degrees, so I'm going to increase it to 10. all right, so if you remember, okay, the highest you can get is 9.9. okay, so let's say we only want to add 9.0. okay, so we should be getting 86 point something. All right, so this is how we do the calibration. If it's not clear, you can check out my other videos where I took time to explain it very well. Okay, so now let's get to testing our thermostat. So now I want to attempt to test it, but the humidity is not going to run because our humidity is already high. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm trying to bring the humidity down. Okay, then for the purpose, you see our heater is already on. Okay, click on it. Okay, so I'm going to test the thermostat now. As you can see, our heater is already on. It's on because the temperature is low, and then you can see the red lights. All right, so the heater is on, and then when the temperature rises to normal, the heater will go off. But I want the motor to start, so for the purposes of testing, I want to increase the humidity to 95. all right, so that it's as if we want to achieve a humidity of 95, and then the motor will have to come on. Okay, so we have 95. And then I'm going to increase the 50, okay, to 90. All right, so that it's as if we want to achieve 90% to 95%, just for testing purposes. This is too high for incubation. This is just for testing purpose. So 90. all right, yes. So as you can see, it's trying to achieve a humidity of 90 to 95. So it has started the motor. Go close to the motor. So as you can see, the motor is turning. So if it were a humidifier would have been working. Okay. Yes. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you saw any material in this video and you want to buy, just check out the links below and then you can buy. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. This is how I'm going to set it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to set the temperature. Okay, so the arrow pointing up, I'm going to use it to set the arrow pointing up. I'm going to use it to set 37.5. all right, so